Right. Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome to Thursday's weekly live stream Z Talks. And today I'm joined by AJ from AJ's Movie Place and Gareth from Video Tasty. So how are you guys doing?
Good.
Very well. Thank you for having me on again.
Well, yeah, thank you for having me. I thought I'd bring some coolness to your channel. So.
Right. Certainly doing that, man. It's great to have you guys on the channel, and it's great to have AJ back. It was episode 9 last time you were on, AJ. Wow. So it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah.
And Gareth's just the man you can't get a hold of on live streams.
Always in his own.
Right. Yeah. If you want the king of live streams, that's Gareth right there. So just pleasure having you guys. So for anyone who doesn't know AJ and Gareth Video Tasties, I will have the links already down in the description box to please go subscribe to their channels. AJ, I'm going to take it over to yourself first. If you want to just introduce yourself and tell everyone a little bit about what you cover on your channel.
Okay, hi everyone. Yeah, so AJ's Movie Place. I guess I started off with doing the openings and that sort of thing, and a little bit into comic collection, but I also do collectibles, film reviews. I do certain TV reviews, things like Star Trek when it's on, bits and pieces like that. Some shop vlogs, a bit of everything really.
Awesome. And I've noticed like sometimes when you're doing pickup videos, it's either in like your local town centre, or if you're on a trip of Isle of Man or Isle of Wight, wherever you're off to on your travels.
There's always a CEX. Being in London, I'm never too far from a CEX. There's loads. So wherever I end up, I can sort of go to one. And but it's all the same stuff now, isn't it?
Right. Yeah.
I think I've got everything.
Pretty much. Like, I mean, I don't know about you, AJ, but I know like some CEXs that I have like in different towns from where I live. They'll usually have the most of the same stuff as you said. But then you'll get the odd one that has like the holy grail. You didn't even know maybe you're looking for.
No, that's the good thing about they're sort of like it's funny because there are regional differences in what you find.
Right.
When you head further afield, definitely you see stuff that you never see up this end. Right.
Well, so the perfect example of that, AJ, I went to like a different town centre a couple of weeks back now, and they had like the Toy Story Mondo one.
Oh wow, that's a nice one. Yeah,
very surprised to see that. And then the Frighteners on Steelbook and Blu-ray.
Nice.
Yeah, and I'd never seen them ever before in my life. And I was like, what the hell's this?
I had one. I went to one in Deptford a few weeks ago, and I never knew it was there. This CEX, and it's literally 2 miles away from me. That's how close it is, and I didn't even know it was there. And when I first went in, I came out with several bits that, it's always good to go to a new one.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you've got a huge collection, and I know you've been going through on your channel, like, all the letters in the alphabet of, like, you're in collection at that point.
That's right, yeah, I'm up to U now. U is Saturday, and I'm so glad I'm at the end of that.
Right.
Once I got past T, it was plain sailing.
Right.
Smaller letters, smaller videos. But then I'm going into doing TV on DVD and Blu-ray, which is already, I've filmed 8 parts of that already. And I'm doing shelf by shelf, and that's taking me into the middle of next year, every other Saturday. I'm going into July next year already with them. That's how far ahead I am with it. Yeah.
That's preparation for you.
It is indeed.
Yeah, that's awesome. So please go subscribe to AJ. Got a lot of awesome content, and he's got a lot of awesome content coming up. And then my other guest is a first time on the channel. That's Gareth. Gareth, do you want to just introduce yourself and a little bit about what your channel's all around?
Not really.
Fair enough. Bye, everyone.
I do have a question. Is CEX a money laundering front? Because their technology stuff is more expensive than their new stuff. And the only stuff they seem to shift is the DVDs and Blu-rays. So,
there we go.
They charge crazy prices for some stuff, mind.
I know. Get an Xbox or a Switch, and then you think it's cheaper to buy it brand new from Curry's, but
right. Yeah, so Gareth, on your channel, so I know you're obviously king of live streams, but besides live streams, what do you do over there?
I suppose it's VHS related stuff. So yeah, the olden days when it was a good 4x3 format, stereo sound, none of that fancy stuff.
Get you. Yeah, so I mean, I know you cover like a lot of like old like kind of commercials. I know recently I just watched today Blade VHS v Blade DVD comparison kind of videos and stuff.
Yeah. Whatever takes my fancy, really.
Right.
Yeah,
So yeah, you can find the link to Gareth's channel down below in the description box as well.
Thank you.
Well, guys, we've got a couple of comments. We'll go through them, and if we get through the comments, I've got a couple of questions to ask you guys anyway. So yeah, we've got first we've got Lego M News saying yo. So yeah, hey man,
yo,
you doing well?
Yo.
Got Matt V Movie saying evening. So hey Matt, hope
Hey,
you're doing
Matt.
well. And then we've got also Ryan from RWR Movie Reviews saying, hey guys, I picked up National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation on 4K. It's one of my go-to Christmas movies. What are some of your Christmas go-to movies?
Interesting.
Yeah. So do one of you guys want to go first?
I'll go first because
Yeah, go.
Lampoon's Christmas Vacation I watched since it's 1990. I think the first Christmas I saw it. I didn't see it in the cinema, but I saw it the year later. And I believe that the gentleman up here is going to be joining me for a watch party in December for it.
Oh wow!
There's a coincidence, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, what do I go for? I suppose it's more non-Christmas films apart from that one. It's like Lethal Weapon, Batman Returns, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, or anything Shane Black related.
Get you. Yeah, not very Christmassy, but
No, it makes me feel Christmas. Oh, the Muppets Christmas Carol, of course, standard.
Yeah. Hey, that's an interesting list. I've never seen National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. It's on the list. It's on the list. But yeah, like Ryan's saying, I did see that I recently just got like a 4K release, and I was watching.
Yeah, that's right.
I was watching the other day on Netflix. It's like I think it's called like The Movies That Made Us, and there was an episode of Home Alone on there, and I know like one of the directors, I don't know, I think it was Chris Columbus, was saying that he didn't get on with Chevy Chase like at all.
A common story.
Right. So straight away when Ryan mentioned National Lampoon Christmas Vacation, that's what I know about that movie so far, apart from Chevy Chase.
Yeah, he's notoriously hard to work with, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I right git, some people say. In other words.
That's putting it nicely then, right?
Films are great.
Well, AJ, what about you? What's some of your go-to Christmas movies?
Okay, well, obviously Christmas Vacation, hence why that's been arranged.
Right.
But staples for me are Elf is another big one. I love Elf. I think it's fantastic. Home Alone, most definitely. They're the main three. Die Hard as well, if you want to include that as a Christmas film or not. But Christmas gives me the opportunity to watch Die Hard yearly. So, yeah, it does. They're the sort of mainstays. And there will be a version of A Christmas Carol. I don't do them all, but it depends what one interests me the most that year, that particular year, you know. Whether it be Muppets, whether it be the Patrick Stewart one, the original, whatever one. But I'll only do one. Or Scrooge with Bill Murray. Although we're allowed to watch his films anymore, I don't know. Trouble, isn't he? But yeah, so that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Get you. Yeah, pretty cool list. I mean, Christmas Carol, there's so many adaptations of that one. It's like, which one do you pick?
There's a new one in December, isn't there, with Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds? Another version?
Yes, Spirited?
Yeah.
Spirited.
So,
yeah.
Could go either way.
I saw the trailer for that. I thought it looked all right.
Yeah, usual Ryan Reynolds, Will Ferrell fair.
I think there's a lot of singing and dancing in it, but the trailer kind of tries to hide that. it doesn't want to promote it as such. You do see a little bit of it at the end of the trailer, but it wants to hide that part away, I think.
Right.
Put people off.
Yeah, it's a good point, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised anyway. It's a little bit different, I guess, to like normal Christmas carols and stuff we get. So yeah, be interesting to see. I'll definitely go check it out anyway. Yeah, I guess in terms of myself, Ryan, Home Alone. I've watched Home Alone like since I was a kid, so it's always been that one. I like to try and watch like different movies each year at Christmas time. So last year was a movie called Anna and the Apocalypse. I don't know if you guys have heard of that one.
Heard of it, I've not seen it.
It's a musical, isn't it, as well? And British one.
Yeah. It's got a scene in that movie that's literally like a rip-off of like Shaun the Dead. But yeah, it was an alright movie. This year I plan to watch It's a Wonderful Life. I've never seen that movie. So I'll be covering that one. And probably National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I'll get that one as well this year. But yeah, mainly Home Alone and Jingle All the Way as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even if you don't like that movie, I still have a soft spot for that movie. So thanks for the question, Ryan. We've got Jason from Jason Old Millennial saying, "Hey guys, how's it going?" So hey Jason. He says, "Looking forward to talking to you on Saturday, Mike." Yeah, so I'm going to be on Jason's channel on Saturday to talk about Back to the Future. Which if you go on Gareth's channel, right, just a little bit. But if you go on Gareth's channel, I did watch parties with him with all 3 movies. So they will be down below on the link with Gareth's channel. So yeah, hey Jason. We've also got Pete saying, "Hey Mike, Gareth, and AJ." So hey Pete.
Hi Pete, how you doing?
You're doing well. And then we've got Matt and Peter basically saying hi to each other. So while we wait for a couple of other comments to come in, AJ, what movies have you been checking out this week?
What have I watched this week? Christ. Okay. I've been watching Smile.
Right, yeah.
I haven't finished it yet though. Literally, I was watching it before I came on. I think it's got about 15 minutes left. So, you know, and I have watched the Austin Powers trilogy because I picked up the box set that came out. And with those films, when I get started on one, I have to do all 3.
Okay.
So I've watched them over the past two nights before this. Yeah, they're always a joy. They always bring back good memories and highly quotable.
Are you going to do an impression?
No, I'm not.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Get in my belly. It's an easy one.
Yeah. I was going to say, AJ, like I saw your unboxing of the Austin Powers trilogy box set. That was a nice box set, by the way.
It was. It's just unfortunate when they do these books in them, these square pound books, and it's just full of photos. That kind of winds me. Because they give you art cards, they give you a poster. You know, a poster's a picture, art cards are pictures, and then they give you a book full of pictures. You know, at least put a bit of text in there, something to read. But yeah, they don't. They just. But that's the only. No, it's a nice box set. It's a nice box set. That's the only complaint I have about it. When it's a book with just pictures,
right?
It's lazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree because especially when it's like it's not as if it's like pictures of like photos that like you've never seen before.
No,
it's like stills of the movie, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame, but I know like a pretty cool set that you did get was from Matt V Movies when he sent you the Saving Private Ryan like big.
Oh, the VHS one. Yes, that was lovely.
That was nice.
Very nice of Matt. That was. Yes.
Right.
He knows that I've got a liking for World War II era, and World War One, that sort of era of history, and that was very nice of him. Yeah, that was a fantastic gift. Unexpected, didn't know what it was or anything. Yeah, and then Little Army of Darkness magnet.
Right.
That alone would have made me happy.
Right. Well, AJ, while you're here, I'm going to ask you: are you going to be picking up the Evil Dead 2 Zavi Steelbook?
I've already got that steelbook.
Oh, you do?
That's a reissue. Yeah.
Oh wow! Okay, didn't know that.
That steelbook came out some time ago, and I think I've got the Spanish version, which exactly the same, but it came with 4 art cards in it as well. Yeah, So it's a bit, it's kind of like nothing's sacred anymore. We keep getting re-releases of the same things now, which kind of sort of cheapens the whole. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Because I mean, I know one of the videos I checked out of yours, which was an interesting one, was I think it was part of your AJ chats, like the bi-weekly Saturday ones.
Yeah.
And you were saying about physical media and when COVID hit with the pandemic, and re-release and kind of testing the waters, and they re-release it again. Kind of, I think that's literally, as you just said, I didn't know it was a reissue.
COVID changed the landscape massively. I mean, we always had special edition releases. We always did before that, but not to the extent. Then when COVID hit and the film industry put the brakes on, the companies had nothing to release. So they had to fall back onto a catalogue title, shall we say. And they packed them up nicely and they started to issue them to make their money. And then from then on, there's so much of it. You can't go a week without a special edition coming out.
Right.
And the minute you have that influx of it, it kind of takes away the special. It takes away. But then the silver lining of it is there's so much of it that a lot of it won't sell out anyway now, and we'll just end up you'll be able to pick up reduced later on down the line. So it depends on what way you want to look at it, that one. But yeah, it's always the same titles. Blade Runner again. In that, that new £50 version coming out. You had the Titans of Colt one before, then you had the re-release. They re-released that. It's always the same titles getting the releases. It's a bit frustrating.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, there's some movies that still haven't been restored from DVD to like Blu-ray or to a 4K. And I'm sure like Gareth can attest that with the amount of VHSs and DVDs that he has,
Yeah, there's a few VHS that's still on DVD or Blu-ray. Well, there's actually lots, but yeah.
Wow.
I've got about 4 copies of Blade Runner, different copies of Blade Runner as well already on VHS. So it doesn't matter what format it is, they'll just chuck it out on a different way.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's always the case. I mean, I can't really talk because, I mean, as you guys can maybe see behind me, like the Back to the Future special edition right there.
Yeah,
whenever they pump that out, I'm like, right, take my money. There you go. So yeah, I'm not surprised. But yeah, sorry.
I was always intrigued by that one, the plutonium box. I never did get that.
Yeah, that's an awesome one.
Yeah.
God, don't drop it.
Have you seen what's in there?
Yeah, it's like tubes, isn't it? And you've got
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a nice release.
Yeah, I mean, it's a cool release, but I think, especially at the time, if you bought a brand new from Zavvi, it was like £90, I think.
Yeah.
Not worth that at all.
A lot of money. It's a lot of money.
Because the tubes, like the posters, are maybe about that size, if like maybe a tiny bit bigger. It's cool packaging, but not worth the money. Nah. But yeah, so Gareth, how about you? What have you been watching this week, including your live streams?
I didn't know there was homework. Let me just double check. I watched something interesting last night. It's something called Death Sport. It's a 1978 film with Keith Carradine in the year 3000. And there's no Olympic Games, World Series, or Super Bowl. There's only Death Sport, where they go around on motorbikes with jet engines, and it's quite terrible.
Okay.
Then we had the Andy Sidaris film last night, Return to Savage Beach, with a lot of topless ladies.
Okay.
The Battle of the Super Sons, the animated.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. And Clerks 3. That was quite enjoyable.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, the extended version of Spider-Man No Way Home.
What do you think of that one?
It wasn't necessary to be extended.
Is that on Disney Plus then, is it?
I think so. Yeah, that's right. Sorry, is it?
I'm not sure because it came out in cinemas re-release back in
streaming.
That's right, yeah.
And then it was Trick or Treat on Halloween night.
Get you. Yeah, AJ, with the extended version, I would say, I don't know if Gareth agrees here, I would say the only scene that was worth warranted in that extended version was the scene with Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. It's a bit extended like dialogue with them too. The rest of the scenes crap.
Yeah, there was a whole school interview thing that went on for about 5 minutes, wasn't there? Just interviewing different characters for the school television show.
So the thing, I've not even I watched the film twice when it first came out, and then I've not given it a revisit since. I've not had this need to revisit it. Any of the Phase 4 Marvel stuff, film stuff, I've not had a need to revisit for some reason.
I only watched this one because it was an extended version, but it wasn't.
I've heard that it's not particularly necessary, and that's put me off of watching it.
Yeah. No. So like the thing is, AJ, it's like with the extended version, again, from what I felt, maybe Gareth can attest to this or not, is I felt like even when watching it, there's still far more like deleted scenes that should be in there. Like extended fight scenes or whatever than the ones that we got. Because pretty funny one is I went to go see the extended version in the cinema, and as soon as because everyone was like, what's the end credit scene going to be, because it's not the Doctor Strange teaser anymore. We get this end credit scene, AJ, with Betsy Brandt, like the news reporter.
Betty Brandt.
And the room went silent, right, when this end credit scene finished. And there was a couple in front of me and my partner, and it was like this like young lad and a young maybe girlfriend, whatever. And he literally stood up and he's like, "Well, that was shit." Everyone burst out laughing, including myself.
It wasn't worth the wait.
Anticlimactic.
AJ, don't waste your time.
I don't think I will.
You could probably find the scenes just as they are on YouTube somewhere, you know.
Yeah.
Right. The thing is, like what you were saying before, AJ, about these re-releases, is I was saying to my partner, somewhere at some point down the line, Disney will re-release it in 4K with an extra 30 minutes deleted scenes.
Yeah.
So people go out and buy it. I mean, I probably would as well, but I'm waiting for that edition before I buy the movie in general.
The thing is, now you feel a sense of they hold this stuff back anyway, just to then release it on physical media or a cinematic release a few months later, cynically just to make money. It's not like in the olden days when you had, you go back to the 80s and you had the extended Terminator 2 or the extended Dances with Wolves, the extended Abyss, and Aliens, that sort of thing, which came years later, and you felt like you was getting something. You were seeing, a version that was put back from you. Now it seems like we'll make the film, we'll cut it, and we're going to announce as soon as it goes into the cinema, like with Jurassic Park, when it comes out on physical media, there'll be an extended cut on there straight away. It's like, it's just a cynical cash cow type of situation.
Yeah, was it Halloween Kills for that with that alternate ending?
What's that?
Also, Halloween Kills, it was advertised as the physical release would have an alternate ending that you have to see, and it was barely any different.
Okay, I don't know that one,
but yeah, they're doing that trick now.
Was that was that actually attached to it, or was that a?
It was a new cut of the film.
Okay, all right. No, I didn't. I had no idea, but it was came out exactly the same.
Same outcome. Yeah.
I didn't know about that alternate ending, to be honest.
You wouldn't notice it. Everything happens exactly the same. It's just a bit of different talking at the end. Right.
I was going to say, imagine alternate ending is that character Karen doesn't die. She's still alive in the end.
That's what everyone was expecting. It's not what you get.
No. Fair.
They did it with the adult comedy films of the early 2000s with Road Trip Uncut and American Pie Uncut when they came out on release, didn't they?
Yeah, again, that was done in such a way that you were thinking you were... Because the way they advertised them was unrated. That's it, an unrated.
Yeah.
Right, so psychologically, your mind... Because those films were quite sort of raunchy anyway, weren't they? American Pies and that.
Right.
So when they say there's an unrated version, your mind automatically goes to more of this and more of that. But it could have just been a few extra lines of dialogue which make no impact on the rating whatsoever. It's just the fact that the film hasn't been put through a rating classification. And that's all it is for them to say it's unrated. Again, another sort of cynical cash situation.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. But I think I agree with you also, AJ. I think nowadays it's worse than ever with like the, because as I say, like Halloween Ends, I've seen like Xavi has already got like the steel book artwork for it on the website, which looks cool. Don't get me wrong, the artwork looks awesome. But then, like you said, I know in like a couple months' time they'll be like, see this uncut version or see an alternate ending of this movie or whatever.
Well, you'll probably end up getting a trilogy box set after, won't you, or something like that?
Right. Trilogy steelbook box set or something.
Yeah. And it's just so much. It's still the same stuff, just being plugged all the time. Such an annoyance. Like I said, when you got catalogue stuff that hasn't even been touched and brought to Blu-ray, brought to, you know, I mean, at the moment, I'm enjoying some of these 4K, these older 4K releases, like the Lost Boys and what they've done with Dog Soldiers. They were fantastic, and you really notice it. You really notice a difference in the quality of the film. That sort of stuff's more intriguing than a lot of the new stuff that they're, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. Gareth, what about you? I don't know if I've ever asked you, but do you collect like a lot of Blu-rays and 4Ks?
I pick them up occasionally if I fancy them. If there's something special about them, like I picked up a Spy Kids Blu-ray the other day because it had a scratch and sniff card with it. It's part of the film that you're supposed to sniff this card and scratch and sniff at certain points in the film.
And did it work?
Yeah, there was one bad smell. I didn't watch the film, but I don't think I can take it back. I did try a few of the things, and first two were just like detergent, and then this other one was a really bad smell. So I don't want to watch the film now.
Well, that's something brand new I've never heard added in like as an added feature in a Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Scratch and sniff. Wow. No wonder they don't do them anymore. Especially that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we've got a couple of other comments here. We've got Dave from Interpreted Star saying howdy. So, hey, Dave.
Hello.
Doing well. Jason says, what do you think about the joke in Austin Powers that English people have bad teeth? Okay. Never seen the movie, so I can't tell you.
Oh, come on.
Nah.
Get the box set. We'll watch it now.
Right. But to be fair, because now it's on Blu-ray, I might pick it up.
Yeah, it's one of those sort of, you know, things that we sort of have to live with, isn't it? It's yeah. I mean, the Family Guy does it a lot. Whenever they do British people, they have teeth sticking out all over the place.
Simpsons used to do it as well.
Yeah,
that's true.
Just one of them English stereotypes that we have to live with.
Right.
Technically, it was true. I had mine fixed, so.
Oh. Well, we've got Matt as well saying, he and Netflix have done a show on Blockbuster.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw that came out today. This is like
it's out already.
Sitcom on about the Blockbuster videos. Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, I've heard it's I don't know if it's made by the people who make the comedy show Superstore, I think it's called.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
No, I haven't seen it either.
No. I mean, it could be cool. I mean, I'm up for watching that one.
I'm hoping, yeah, but probably.
I mean, in my mind, I'm sort of envisaging Clerks, but in a video shop.
Yeah, that's what you expect.
Yeah.
That's what half of Clerks was in a video shop, I guess. But
yeah. It'll be nothing like that.
I don't think it'll be as rude.
No, when I saw the trailer, it looked like a very modern take.
Yeah,
it's British.
So
it's an American one.
Yeah.
So Randall Park is the star from Ant-Man films and such.
Yeah, it's him and the girl who plays Amy Santiago in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
Nine-Nine.
I was trying to think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's only 10 episodes.
Oh, I might give that one a go.
Yeah,
definitely watch it. Any of the first couple of episodes.
Yeah, no, I'll give that a go. Them two are quite, you know, they're watchable.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I didn't know it came out today, though. I thought it was like later in the month, but yeah, that's cool. Matt also says, how many years do you think physical media has left? 5 to 10 years. I'm guessing that maybe his guess.
Yeah. Guess it's as good as mine.
I personally think, and I don't know about you guys, but I personally think a while, because as we've been discussing in this stream, you know, like especially AJ, who's the master of collecting a lot of these special editions, it's just constantly. AJ was saying like they reissue them like all the time, and there's clearly a market of people buying them, including myself at points. So a while.
It's going to be what boutique stuff, isn't it? Like
See, I think that, you know, I can't see a future, too much of a future with CEX selling stuff. Now, the reason I say that is because who in their right mind is going to take a bag of DVDs down there or Blu-rays to get 1p per disc?
Right.
Just a waste of time, isn't it? And that's what I'm saying. DVDs now, they will only give you 1p for them unless it's something that's extremely rare. A lot of Blu-rays are 1p as well. So eventually, you know, it's not going to be worth their time taking them anyway if they will build up and they're not shifting. And at the same time, it's not going to be worth anyone's time to take them down there to sell them on. So that's gone. As we know that there's a reduction in high street places selling. And the reason for that is obviously a knock-on effect of the you know, of sales. Sales are dropping massively. I think you'll have it for a few years, but it will go boutique stuff online. And then, as Matt will say, the minute they stop producing the players, that's when, you know, it's done. It's over. You know, stock up on your players.
Right.
Yeah, future-proof your collection by getting players.
Yeah,
it's a shame though, because you know, there you go, progress for you.
Gareth, do you think the same?
Yeah, if Disney gets hold of another studio like Warner's or something, then it's probably even less than that, because they own Fox, Fox, Marvel, and nothing like that. So,
this is the other thing. The other thing you've got to look at is the release windows as well. We know that Disney are shifting away from physical media. You know, with the Disney shows, you know, the Star Wars shows, the Marvel shows. It's not going to be long before Disney start pumping out feature-length Marvel projects. They're halfway there with like the Werewolf by Night and things like that. All they're doing is testing the water. Soon they'll be putting out 90-minuters, right? 90-minute film that you won't get on physical media. You know, the gap of, and I've said this before, Thor Ragnarok, just look at the release date of that on physical media to the Disney release was about a month between the two. Before, it was the same weekend. You'd get the film on the Friday, and on the Monday you'd get the physical release. Now it's a month. The same was done. Paramount done exactly the same with Top Gun. You know, the physical release is far behind the streaming release was, because they want to drive people that way. You know, they want people there, not buying the physical release.
Yeah, I've noticed that as well, and I noticed like on your video, AJ, you talk specifically about Disney, like been doing. I think it's a tough one, because especially like I know they're like doing like 8K TVs, although there's very few of them, I believe, at the moment. If any. So then it kind of gives the studios a chance to re-release another thing into 8K. But
there you go.
Depends if they're doing streaming or, and you just have to buy a stream copy of 8K, I guess.
Problem then is, will your service provider keep up with that sort of? It won't be 8K, will it? Because it'll be compressed coming through.
Yeah,
right.
You know what I mean? Even now, 4Ks, they're not. It is a compressed, as far as I'm aware, it's a compressed thing, and you're at the mercy of your provider and the speed that they're giving you.
Yeah,
I guarantee they don't give you what they're telling you that you're getting or going to be getting.
Yeah,
you know?
No, I'd be very shocked that was the case. But yeah, I mean,
I was halfway through the episode of Andor last night, the latest Andor. sorry, there's a problem, and it just cut off for me.
Yeah.
I had to restart it again and get to the point where I was at, and first time that's ever happened.
Oh wow!
It wasn't the internet had gone down or anything.
That compressed file, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Well, we've got John saying ahoy. Also, hey John, hope you're well. Yeah, so we've also got Ryan saying, I can't stand when they release a Blu-ray, make a 4K a few months later, and then films that come out in 4K, they'll make a steelbook later.
Yeah, there you go.
But
yeah,
absolutely. You watch Austin Powers with 4K in about 2 months' time.
Right. Well, that's what I was thinking, AJ, because they've made this Ultimate Trilogy box set on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
You know, yourself bought it. I know a couple of other people who's bought it as well. So clearly the sales are there, and then they will just be like, all right, 4K, here we come, you know. Like I think early next year, I think The Frighteners is getting a 4K release, and I know straight away because it's like it looks like a regular cover, maybe with like a slip cover. That's it. Yeah. I know straight away they'll make like a special steelbook, kind of like that one. Yeah. Straight away, so I would wait for like that special release before I get one. You know.
Well, that's it. It's like last year when they done Arrow done. You had 2 examples last year. Arrow done RoboCop, and you had the 4K Blu-ray box set come out. And about 8 months later, you had the 4K box set come out. You know. Right. That was a Blu-ray 4K, and then you had the 4K UHD. Exactly the same box set. Everything was exactly the same in it, except that was a proper. And you're telling me they didn't have that in mind when they released that first one? And then they released that 4-pack Star Trek set, and then it's literally as soon as that came out, they knew, and they announced that there was going to be coming a Star Trek Motion Picture Director's Cut 4K version, which weren't included in that. They know what they're doing, and it's yeah.
Right. Well, it's just one of those things. Like I was saying before, like if it's Back to the Future, I would buy it. It's a bit like I know AJ, I know you're a big Star Trek fan. So people like yourself who are big Star Trek fans will be like, "Oh right, well I've got the single edition. Let me get the box set edition now."
Yeah, I've got to try that.
And Gareth's just chilling over there with his VHSs.
I said I got the Star Trek series in widescreen and standard and 2 box sets of Star Trek. So
okay.
It's an ongoing fleece. There's still another box that I haven't got.
Do your tapes ever get chewed up?
Yeah, they used to. I've got a better player now.
Okay.
This player's good. And the portable TV one's good, so haven't had any issues yet.
All right. Yeah, touch wood.
Don't jinx me.
Well, we've got Trav here saying, yo, so hey, Trav, hope you're well. We've also got Josh saying, hey, guys, how are you all?
Hi, Josh.
You well? We've got Lockdown Stash saying, what's good in the hood, fellas? Hey, man.
Drive-bys, I believe.
Right. And we've also got Matt. He's asking, thoughts on the new Avatar trailer? For me, felt underwhelming. Okay, I've got some thoughts on this one, but do you guys want to go first?
I haven't seen it, so. No.
Okay.
Matt did send a link of it, and I haven't watched it.
Okay.
I've got very little interest in Avatar 2, although I think I will be dragged to see it.
Yeah. I'm probably going to see it.
That's the wife on camera. She'll be dragging me to see it.
Don't blame me.
But yeah, no, I've got very little interest in it. It's a decade too late. I mean, I'm interested in what Cameron's going to do, because in my mind, it's just a film, but he's been working on technology.
Yeah.
He must have been, to give you something special when you go, there must be some sort of advancement in 3D, whatever he's doing.
Is it in 3D?
I think it is, yeah. It's got to be. There's got to be something. It can't just be a standard film. Otherwise, it's just going to... Yeah, there's got to be some gimmick to it that's yet to be mentioned. Otherwise, it'll be very underwhelming.
I hope it's not 3 hours.
It is. I think
I thought it was.
I think I read the other day, and I might be wrong. I think it's 3 hours 18 minutes. Possibly. I'm not. I
Definitely
don't
gonna have an
quote-
intermission then.
Yeah,
Yeah, bring
don't
that
quote
back.
me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's the runtime.
It sounds about right, because
Yeah.
when I watched the original, when that first trailer dropped, I thought, oh, halfway through, oh look, this is fantastic, still holds up, and then by the second half, I was, oh, when's this going to end?
Wow. Okay. Yeah, it does have a couple of like pacing issues. The first movie, I personally love the first movie, but I can see
Yeah.
why people might think, it's dragged a bit.
Yeah, I've not seen it in about a decade.
Oh wow, okay,
Yeah.
that's fair. Well, what I would say is to you guys is I know recently they obviously re-released it in 3D for build up for this new movie. So I went out to check it out, and then what happened was they actually had a post-credit scene in there, and it was about 5-minute scene of the new movie, and basically, as you were saying, AJ, like he's been developing this technology for like 10 years or however long he's been waiting, where it's like underwater motion capture, which is like the first ever apparently.
Okay, yeah.
And that scene, which it shows, awesome. Like the technology was so good. What I would say about the trailer is it looks interesting. Like obviously visually looks amazing. And I guess you kind of expect that though. It's been, as you said, like 10 years, 12 years, whatever. I think it looks pretty good. I'm interested to see how good it's going to be, because I've heard after this release, every 2 years there's another one coming out. Every 2 years though, because he's filmed this one and the third one back to back, from what I've heard.
Yes.
Yeah. Isn't this a sequel with a kid in it though?
Yes.
There's a warning sign right there.
See, that's the other thing, James Cameron. You got to remember, a lot of times passed since James Cameron's made a film. It's very feasible that he's going to come back and he ain't going to feel like the James Cameron of old. No. Do you know what I mean? Time changes people. So he might not have what he once had.
Well, how much involvement did he have in Terminator Dark Fate?
I think it was
none.
story, wasn't it?
the first scene, and that's it.
No, he was a producer, wasn't he, on it or something? I think.
Yeah, I think he
his
had
name
a little idea for where they should go with it or something.
Yeah, his name was just there more than anything. He was too busy with these. Too busy working on these to step away for Dark Fate. Do you know what I mean?
Same credit as Genesis, wasn't it?
That's right. Yeah.
Cash.
Yeah, 2 terrible movies. Unfortunately.
Yeah, they could have made 10 good films with the money.
Right. We've got Josh saying, who's looking forward to Black Panther Wakanda Forever in just over a week? I'm very excited about this one. I'm intrigued in the direction they're going to go with the sequel.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it's out in a week.
No,
I know it's about due.
Whatever it was.
I know it's due sometime because obviously Thingy ended. She-Hulk ended a little while ago. There's no new Marvel project for a little while, so that means a film must be due. And I've seen figures out, but I don't know. I didn't see the first one at the cinema. I didn't go and see that.
Don't think I did.
So I'll see it. I will watch it at some point, but I'm not in no. Thing is, it'll be on Disney Plus in 45 days after. I'm sure I can wait 45 days. That flies by this time of life. Yeah, 45 days, nothing. So it'll probably be a Disney Plus watch.
It'll probably be out on Christmas Day on Disney Plus or something like that, won't it? Yeah, it's that close. Like Wonder Woman 84 came out on Christmas Day, didn't it, or something?
Yeah. Yeah. So, what about you, Gareth? Are you going to the cinema to check that one out?
No, I got stung by Doctor Strange 2, so I'm done with the cinema releases now.
All right. I mean, to be honest, I think it'd probably be the best movie of since No Way Home. But does that take much competition? Especially when you've had Thor: Love and Thunder, you know, like not hard to beat
Oh yeah, I
that.
forgot about that.
A lot of people did.
Right.
That's another one I can't get through. I cannot get through it again.
No, I wouldn't.
I watched it once. I've tried again. I just keep switching it off. I can't do it.
Yeah, I don't think I'll watch it again.
Nah.
No.
No.
And I bought it. I bought it as well. I get all, you know, where I'm a comic book reader and all that. I do get.
Yeah, I gotta complete it.
Yeah, I'm a completist for comic book stuff. You know, I mean, of course, I've got like Steelbook of Howard the Duck.
Hey, that's cool.
What's that? But yeah, so I do get everything, but you know, I would like to watch it back to back with Thor, The Dark World, Love and Thunder and Dark World, to see whether that actually props which one's actually better than the other. Because I got a feeling that Dark World will probably come in better than that.
Yeah, I think it will.
Yeah, to be fair, I agree with you. At least Dark World hasn't got a lot of forced humor in it. So yeah, it'll be interesting. Well, Jason here says no one has done extended editions better than Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, they're great. Yeah. Yeah, to see the extended version.
12 hours now, isn't it? 3 films.
They were good. They were good.
They are good, yeah.
Although again, I can leave the second one out now. I can just watch the first and third. You know.
You don't need to see trees fighting, so.
Yeah.
Josh says Spy Kids. Now that's my channel.
There you go.
Right.
I don't know if I've seen any of them. But yeah, was it Robert Rodriguez making those after?
Yeah.
When he showed into more Desperado films.
Right. We've also got Josh. He says this month is stacked for films: Black Panther, Causeway, Women Talking, Living, Bones of All, and Aftersun. Have you heard of any of these?
AJ?
I can't say that I have, maybe or not. I don't actually. Honestly, I don't follow film news or anything anymore. Like when I was younger, you know, I used to be reading things like Total Film, Empire. Used to have my finger on the pulse as to what was coming out. Now it's just a case of when a film comes out, I might catch it and watch it. I think real life has sort of, to a degree, has taken over that side of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't really get excited for films coming out. People say, "What am I excited for?" It's like, well, I'm not. Film it'll hit when it hits, and I'll watch it. If it's good. If it's not, it's not.
Right. Yeah, I agree with you about like getting excited for movies a lot of the time. Maybe if the movie's come out in like a couple of weeks' time, I'll be like, oh, you know, I'll go see that one in a couple of weeks' time. But like every time I go to the cinema, they've always got like the teaser trailer for Oppenheimer coming out, and I'm just like, don't care.
I think a lot of it is to do with, you know, I've said this before about with Marvel. We can't get excited with Marvel now because it's a non-stop influx of it. Same with Star Wars on Disney Plus. It doesn't matter, you know. You've not got time to get excited for a new one because the old one hasn't even ended, or it's just pretty much just ended, but you haven't had time to consume it and take in what you've seen before something else is thrown at you. Do you know what I mean? So you ain't got that time for the excitement. You ain't got, you know, it's just oversaturation. It is oversaturation of stuff, making it not as exciting as what it once was.
Yeah.
Right.
And the you know the release gaps between cinema release and a physical media is so quick now that you don't look forward to it.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, because by the time it comes out in physical media, you've only just seen it anyway a couple of months before. I don't want to rewatch it again that quick.
Right.
You know, I mean, I want a film in the collection, but I won't rewatch it straight away.
Right. I agree with you, AJ. Yeah, I mean, like a bit over a decade ago, I used to work for That's Entertainment. If you guys remember that store.
Yeah.
I used to work for them, and like you said, AJ, I used to remember about like the physical media is getting released that week or like 2 weeks time, and I'd be like, oh, awesome! I've been waiting for this for a while, and now I'm just like, oh well.
I think part of it's age, real life, and like I said, just you ain't got it's just too quick. It's too quick a turnaround. The companies want that money. They want that return on their investment as quick as possible.
Yeah,
and
I think the only movie that's done that recently, where it has been a little bit of a while, was Top Gun Maverick.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
But then, like I said, part of that is because the streaming did come a few months ago for it. I don't know about over here, but certainly in the States, the streaming version was a few months ago because they wanted you to go there to watch it instead of buy that disc.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's and you're going to see a lot more of that, I think.
Yeah, I think so as well. But I love how when we do get Top Gun Maverick, we've got like obviously the normal edition, the 4K,
the 100
and
edition.
that being like a month's time is like that ultimate fan gift pack or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like in the 90s, it was like released. They get the news that a film is coming out, like a new monster movie or something like that, and then it'll come out in America, and you hear about it on the news. Then 6 months later, it's released in Britain. 6 months later, it's on VHS for rental. 6 months later, you can buy it on VHS. A year later, it's on Sky, and then 3 years after it first came out, it's on TV. It was a big event.
Right.
But yeah, all that's skipped right now.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gareth, in terms of the question with Josh, have you heard of any of these? I want to see
I've
them.
heard of Pink Panther too, but Black Panther too, sorry.
Yeah.
But no. Yes.
No. Fair.
Are they all dramas?
I know Living is, and I know Bones and All. I think kind of like one. I know it's like Timothy Chalamet. He's like a cannibal or something in the movie. But he kind of like meets a girl who's the same, and it's like them kind of like a love interest. I think
that does ring a bell.
Yeah.
And what's After Sun?
I have no idea.
Can I make a sexist joke, please?
Yes.
I don't want to see 2 hours of women talking. I can hear that here.
Yeah, I've never heard of women talking, to be honest. Never heard of it.
I'll watch Beaches if I want to see that.
Right. Well, Jason says, I'm looking forward to Weird Al Yankovic movie and Willow TV show on Disney Plus.
I am interested in Weird Al, so yeah.
Yeah, with Harry Potter. Yeah.
He's not going to escape that, is
Danny Radcliffe, that's it.
Well, that's coming out this week, right?
Is it?
Yeah, I think in America, anyway, because he was doing, they were doing interviews on the American channel, so it must be very soon. Yeah, I'm not sure about Willow without Val Kilmer in it.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I've heard of the Willow TV show though. So they're posted for that. Be interesting.
It gives Warwick Davis some more work, doesn't it? Although he does that. He does that quiz show, doesn't he? There's a quiz show he does at the moment. Yeah.
I know the quiz show. I don't know if it's still going.
Is it?
No.
Maybe why I signed up for Willow.
Although he was good in what is it? Life's Too Short.
He was very good at taking a piss of himself.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was very good.
No, that one. Look, Josh says, I heard Disney is trying to be Sony by 2024. Okay, did you guys know about this?
Again, I don't keep up with the news of this stuff.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
No,
I guess Sony's making bosses all the time now, apart from Spider-Man films.
Get you.
Was it Amazon own MGM, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see it happening, can't you?
Right.
Problem is when one company's got all that monopoly, it stifles creativity.
Just a tad, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
it's got to fall under the sort of Disney. Well, you know what they want.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
Right.
It might lead to independent films coming out in different genres rather than just dramas and stuff that they do now. Because you don't get many low-budget action films like what the Terminator was when it came out.
Nah, you don't get them. I mean, speaking about Disney, Jason saying, what other big franchise can they go after next?
Yeah, they all Disney, Marvels, oh shit,
Right.
Fox, Predator, Aliens, don't they? And everything. Cocoon.
They've got most of it, haven't they?
Right.
I mean, I think the next big franchise owner is Warner Brother, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really. You know.
Right.
If that ever came to pass, if they did ever buy up Warner Brothers, that's DC gone over there as well. So they've got DC Comics and Marvel in house.
Yeah. Let's hope Black Adam's a success, though.
I didn't mind that. I quite enjoyed that.
Yeah, I've heard it's very good. Watchable.
It's nothing original. I've seen it all before when watching it.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen it and you watch it and you're going, oh, well, that's, you know, that's in that superhero film. That's in that superhero film, which I suppose you've got to expect now. But as the film goes, it wasn't a bad film.
No. Were you entertained for 2 hours?
Yes. Yeah.
There you go.
Yes. That's what matters, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, AJ. I didn't care for the human characters at all, though.
You didn't care for what? Sorry.
The human characters.
Oh yeah.
They got too much screen time.
I didn't mind the girl, only because I knew her from Person of Interest.
Okay.
An actress that I've watched before. So when it's an actress you haven't seen for a while, you know what I mean? You sort of more, how's she doing, sort of thing. The young boy stuff I just felt was a copy of Shazam as it is. You know, we've got to have a young boy in it kicking around. And the relationship between him and Black Adam was very much Shazam and the little boy on crutches. Do you know what I mean? It was that sort of a thing. It's just that all of it just felt like it's copy and pasted from loads of other projects. You know, the giant man, you know, even had a Deadpool mask, for Christ's sake. That mask, you know, Atom guy was wearing had the Deadpool eyes and everything. Just blue. You know.
You did, yeah. Yeah. Gareth, you haven't seen that one yet, right?
No, I haven't. I've heard good things.
I'm critical of it, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's what pretty much everyone says.
It's just not original.
It wasn't
no
the train
originality
wreck
whatsoever.
Yeah. Definitely
If
agree.
it came out 10 years ago, it might have been done all right.
Yeah. We've got Ryan saying, did you hear that Terrified 2's been good consideration? I'm sure the panel's loving that submission. I did hear this news, and to be honest, I'm over the moon that someone submitted it. Something different, right, in the Oscars?
It's brought it back in the news, isn't it? So people are going to see it again.
Right. Yeah, AJ, did you hear about this?
I didn't, no. I've not seen the
Oh.
film. I know that it just recently came out on physical, didn't it? And it's sort of selling out everywhere. But it's not my sort of film, is it?
Yeah, there's over 100 people on the panel, isn't there, that all have to watch it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Or whatever.
I hear that it has the old school kind of effects in it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's very practical.
It relies on old school, which is good. That's great.
Yeah.
You know, artistically, yeah.
Apart from that, yeah, it's gross.
Have any of you guys seen the first movie?
Yeah, I've been putting it off for years, but then I heard such good things about this one. I had to watch them both, one after the other, just to see what it is.
Get you. Yeah. AJ, you're right though. Like definitely the first movie calls a lot back to like 80s and 90s, and it's all like practical with maybe one or two little special effects in it.
Yeah.
And I think the second one's pretty much the same.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that they generally actually use practical effects.
Yeah.
At least it holds up anyway.
It might get an award for that at least, which would be good.
I hope it wins something. That would be cool. But just the fact that, as you were saying, AJ, like 100 people's got to watch that movie. that's funny.
Yeah, Clint Eastwood's one of them, I think so.
Really?
Yeah. There's a lot of people on the board that are old people as well. So
Right. Well, Jason said, what Oscar category should they add? Best comedy, action, horror, etc.
practical stunt work.
Yeah, I was going to say stunts. Tom Cruise.
That's right.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah, best done by Tom Cruise. His own category.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah, stunts has been overlooked for years.
Right. Yeah, because like the stunt performers, I don't think they get enough recognition sometimes.
No, they don't.
No.
Literally putting their lives at risk for the films.
Right. Right. Yeah, well, we've also got Ocean Reviews saying, how's it going, fellas? Good morning.
Hello.
So, hey, hope you're doing well. Josh says, the trailer for Avatar released while I was waiting to cinema yesterday, and I nearly cried when I watched it. Looks like a beautiful film about family and ancestry. Yeah, I'd say visually look awesome. I'll not say too much because these guys haven't seen the trailer yet.
No, you can say what you want.
Yeah, it won't spoil it because I know
away.
they're bringing Sigourney Weaver back, so now whatever she was sucked into that tree.
Well, they're bringing everyone back, didn't they? Even
I said the guy that got killed.
Yeah,
from The Hard Way. What's his name?
I don't know. I can't remember his name.
Stephen Lamb.
That's it.
Stephen Lamb. That's the one.
Yeah.
Why was I thinking James Woods there for a second? Yeah, Stephen Lang. That's the one. Yeah. So, let's have a look. Oh, I don't know what that one was about. We've also got here. Sorry, one for you, AJ. Michael's Movie Corner's here. So, hey, Michael. He says, question for AJ. What's the best Star Trek movie and why is it First Contact?
All right. That's kind of an in-joke in that Michael has got... me and him have... obviously, my favourite Star Trek film is Wrath of Khan.
Okay.
Michael's is First Contact. But Michael's quite young, isn't he? And I think it's a generational...
It's the best generation,
thing.
Next generation film.
Yeah. But no, it's Star Trek 2, Wrath of Khan. Come on. Michael knows that deep down in his heart.
Yeah,
fair dudes. Good Josh just saying he's got to go. He's editing his video, but take care. So.
Take care, Josh.
I've got Ian saying hi everyone, enjoying the chat. So hey Ian.
Hi Ian.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in. Rudy says wasn't a fan of that Avatar trailer.
Yeah.
I'll wait for you guys to watch it and decide for yourselves.
Give us 5 minutes.
I probably won't watch it, to be honest.
I wasn't planning on watching it. I don't watch any trailers really anymore because it's too spoilery.
Spoils the movie,
It's true. I don't. I may watch the very first trailer for something, but then after that, it's I kind of avoid them.
Well, I think the issue is nowadays they'll release that trailer like they did with Avatar, then there'll be like 14 like extended TV spot trailers, and then there'll be a second trailer before December and comes out. So pretty ruins the movie. Yeah.
Teaser for each trailer that shows different clips as well.
Right. Right. So Michael's just saying hello. So and Jason says, I'm watching see how they run on HBO Max, and man, it's boring for the amount of time.
See how they run.
I thought the exact same. It's got Saoirse Ronan, I think that's how you say her name.
Oh yeah.
Sam Worthington, I know, was in that one as well.
Yeah.
No, Sam Rockwell, not Sam Worthington, man. Sam Rockwell.
Okay. Well, that is a waste.
Sam Worthington's Avatar.
Right. Got the Sams mixed up.
Yeah, Sam Rockwell, yeah.
Right.
West End of the 50s. Okay. It's getting good reviews.
Yeah, have you guys seen that movie yet?
No, it was recommended to me by one of my commenters the other day. but no, I haven't seen it.
I guess
Yeah.
it's a murder mystery, so it's something interesting.
Mm.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
I do enjoy an Agatha Christie style murder mystery.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, personally, I wasn't a fan, but I know like a couple of people has really enjoyed the movie.
Yeah,
I don't think it's anything different or like unique, but
it's
might just be.
Yeah. What's that new film with Christian Bale in that's bombed hard as well? That was.
Oh, Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Don't waste your time.
Good. Sold. I trust you.
Right. And I mean, I've seen a lot of asylum movies better than Amsterdam, so that goes to say something.
You do enjoy those.
I love those movies, to be fair. Yeah. I mean, Ryan saying skip Amsterdam.
That is a sad waste of talent, isn't it?
Oh, honestly, it's an absolute mess. And again, it's another one of those films that's got a big, major, like star casting as well. And just, I thought, is this the best you can come up with? Like this talent you've got on screen?
And then we wonder why they're churning out so many Marvel films now because they're popular.
And the thing is, I wouldn't be surprised if Amsterdam gets like a 4K, then a Steelbook 4K, edition 4K.
Right, you get some Oscar nominations.
It probably would as well, you know.
Yeah, it sounds like the type of thing that wins these days.
Right. Well, Michael's saying here, deep down in my heart, the best art is I'll die on this hill.
There is an alternate reality, isn't there? The mirror universe where Star Trek First Contact is the best film.
It's not a bad film. It's not bad.
I do enjoy it. It's great fun.
I think I saw it twice at the cinema when it came out.
Yeah, I only saw it once.
Yeah, it's an enjoyable film. But it's not bad.
Listen to AJ.
Right. It is for AJ, yeah. So here's a cool question for this specifically for you guys. Ryan asks, what's some of the worst movies you've watched this year?
Does it made this year, I'm guessing, rather than...
It doesn't say specifically, but I guess so.
Okay, I can say the film Men was awful.
I didn't see that.
I didn't like that at all.
You just didn't get it.
Who? Me? I got it. Hated men. You know, all men are the same. And through generations, men are the same. Nasty. Yeah, I didn't like that. What's that one? I switched off the one with Thomas Jane in the other day. Thomas Jane's new one. Slayer.
Yeah.
Slayer?
Slayers, yeah.
Yeah, that I switched that off. It was trying to be Zombieland, but Thomas Jane was good in it, and I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, every time he came on, it went up a bit.
Yeah, but the rest, I just couldn't. Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, I'm trying to think of films I haven't got through.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at stuff.
No, I did get through Men though, but I just thought it was a sick, nasty film. Didn't like it. Yeah, there we go. Men for me, I suppose.
Men.
There's probably others.
Jurassic World Domination, I think, was a waste of time, and Thor: Love and Thunder. Yeah.
I didn't mind Jurassic World on a rewatch.
Ah, okay.
On a second rewatch, I didn't mind it, which was the extended cut. Although the extended stuff, majority of it's at the beginning of the film, which does it does slow down the start. It's nice looking stuff with dinosaurs, but it slows down the narrative massively. But I didn't mind it. But it is a badly written film. In that everything is circumstantial, Ian Malcolm happens to work at this place. When the girl gets kidnapped, the black girl that's flying the plane, she happens to be at that place when they go looking for, that tournament-y underground dinosaur smuggling place. She happens to be there. When the car rolls down the hill, you know, with the original cast in it. It just happens to land at the feet of the new cast for them to get. It's all that sort of stuff. The black guy who was in the last film, who's now joined the CIA. Luckily, he joined the CIA to give them the information that they need to go and. Do you know what I mean? It was just so full of circumstance like that it was a badly written film. But on second viewing, it went up a little bit, even though I still just criticised it from beginning to end.
Okay. Yeah, I've got no intention to rewatch that one again. But maybe once they've released it, like 10 extended cuts, maybe then.
All they have to do was have that giant sea monster as the main thing. Cause eating people in the sea, and
which still gets no resolution, and no one's after that dinosaur.
I know no one is safe anywhere on Earth, but yeah.
I just think with that movie, they should have really committed with the crazy ending of Kingdom, where dinosaurs are running loose, no one's safe, even at like a drive-in movie or whatever. Should have just ran with that crazy one, and people just. Like showing people's lives and they can't do anything because of these dinosaurs invading shopping malls and stuff like that, you know, that would have been cool.
There wasn't that many
so you wanted
capture, is there?
A sort of post-apocalyptic future style set.
Yeah.
Maybe the humans can only go to one place and they're trying to get this one place to be a safe environment for humans can live, you know, but I don't know what they did. We've got Noran to say, hey peeps, sorry late to the party. Was watching his niece and nephew. Hope all is well. So hey Noran, hope you're well. Thanks for tuning in. Jason says trailers many times show scenes that aren't even in the movies. So you watch the movie, waiting for that cool trailer moment, and never get it. Yeah, happens a lot.
Yeah, I think that just comes down to the fact that the trailers are put together before the final cut of the film's been established, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Unfortunately. And it's an interesting insight into what could have been. But yeah, I know what you're saying. It is annoying, but I think that's just the nature of it, isn't it? Now?
Yeah, I think Rogue One was probably the biggest culprit of that one.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, you watch that trailer now after watching the film, you won't know what he goes. None of that.
Yeah.
I know exactly which scene you're talking about as well. In that trailer.
When the TIE fighter's coming up, when she's on you got her on that walkway, and the fighter comes up. Yeah. Where was that?
Well, Jason says I'm with Michael. First contact is the best Star Trek movie.
Am I a moderator? Can I block these people?
Right. Well, I've never seen it, so I can't comment.
Oh dear.
No.
I've only ever seen the newest Star Trek movies.
That's all Kelvin timeline.
Right. Which weren't very good. So I've seen.
Don't backtrack.
No, I've never said they were good.
Then why haven't you watched the originals?
I just haven't got to them. Maybe one.
Maybe was it 10?
What's that?
There's 10 to watch.
Oh, okay. I thought there was more than that. But fair. Noran says, what's your thoughts on Andor so far? He's loving that Gilroy brings to life amazing content and characters. I've not watched it yet. Have you guys been watching Andor?
I watched the first 2 episodes, but then I had to stop when I did Halloween stuff.
And what's your thoughts on the first 2 episodes?
Yeah, I'm going to carry on. Starting again this week. Is it all finished now, or is it still going?
No, it's still going. I think they just screened episode 9, and it goes to 12 episodes, I think.
Okay.
Oh, okay. AJ, have you been checking out Andor?
I have, yeah. Yeah.
The face says it all.
It's. I think Andor is more of a title. It's the most non-Star Wars program I've ever seen. It's written like they want to be a mix of Game of Thrones or something like that. I can't get my head around it. I don't know whether I've been thinking about it. And I don't know whether that because there's no aliens in it. There's no droids in it. you know, it doesn't. It's all humans. You know, 99% humans in it, and I don't know if they had to reduce the budget because of the extent of the length of it. That's what I'm thinking. So they've foregone a lot of that sort of stuff, and there's so many scenes that are just repetitive in nature. In episodes that I feel like I'm watching the same thing over and over again. You know, lately with them in the latest episodes where they're building these things in this prison, it's just again and again and again and again. And there's episodes before that had the same thing. But I felt like they were just stretching out plot, you know, episodes for the sake of it, and they didn't need to. But yeah, it's well produced. I'll say that. But I don't think the thing is, I don't think that Andor himself as a character is a strong enough character to carry you through this series. The series itself is more about the building of the rebellion, and Andor's your sort of hook to carry you through. For me, no, I thought it was going to be better than what it is. I will say what I think it is. It's Star Wars for adults. It's more adult written than the others. But it's just I'm not in any rush to watch an episode when it comes on.
I'm surprised it got 12 episodes because like Mandalorian doesn't even usually get that many, right?
No, Mandalorian falls in at 6, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, they're going to wrap this up in one series, or
no? I think it's 2 series they're doing for this. 2 series, and then it will no doubt lead into Rogue One to form a sort of
Got to surely. Yeah, I wonder if they'll at the end of the second season have like a cameo for like Felicity Jones, maybe.
I did think that myself.
Got to surely if they're going to tie it into Rogue One.
If that would come to pass at the end, that there's a sort of come together at that sort of scene where they met.
Right.
We'll see. Time will tell.
No doubt. Get you. Well, Michael's got a question for you, AJ. He says, because you said you love World War II movies, have you seen The Pianist?
A long time ago. Yes. I haven't got it in the collection.
Any good?
Yeah, it's a good film. Yeah.
Yeah.
From what I recall. It's been a
What
while.
a fun one.
There's a lot of films that, you know, I don't know. I can't. Films like that, I remember watching. I remember enjoying. I've seen so much now that it's just a lot of it just goes into a blur. But then some of that stuff does stay with me from back then. A lot of films today I watch, and within 48 hours, I can't remember nothing of it. You know, so forgettable.
Right.
When's the third Band of Brothers type series coming out? The Air Force one.
Yeah, that's I'm intrigued by that. I don't know when due.
Keep hearing about it, but never a release or anything.
No.
Didn't know there was a new series like that coming out, to be honest.
Well,
you had Band of Brothers, and then you had Pacific.
The Pacific.
Yeah.
And then it's the Air Force.
Now they're doing another one.
I'm not surprised. They were both popular.
Well,
So, especially Band of Brothers. So, yeah, I'm really not surprised by that.
Great series.
I think the Pacific, I think that was on Sky One originally, if I'm not mistaken.
Possibly.
So I don't know.
Right. I wasn't.
Is the new one Disney? I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know what.
Could be independent if it's Spielberg.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
Well, the next comment we got, I've never heard of this movie, so maybe you guys can shed some light on it. Noran says, "Speak No Evil is awful. By far the worst thing I've seen all year." Have you guys heard of that movie?
Gareth? I'll take it that's a horror film of some description.
It's only 7.
Let's have a look. I just looked it up on my laptop. I've never heard of it. No, I've never heard of that movie.
It's a foreign film.
6.6 out of 10 on IMDb.
Yeah, it's another one that's highly rated.
Psychological horror film.
Possibly, yeah. So none of us have seen it then, by the sounds of it.
Yeah, didn't even know about that, but yeah.
Jason says Blonde is the worst movie of the year.
Yeah, I don't watch films I know are going to be bad.
I didn't mind that. I didn't mind
Okay.
Blonde. It sort of fascinated me. I don't know enough about Marilyn Monroe. She's never a person that I've ever followed or watched her films. I watched the film and there was, although again, it's one of those films I can't remember much about. And I did review it. I think there was I think I said that there's a sort of artistic integrity to it. It's something I might have said. Yes, and I think I commented on how, the scenes changing from colour to black and white were sort of seamless, that you didn't realise. I didn't realise, do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, okay, I'm in a black and white scene again. When did that happen? I was quite, and I thought What's Her Face, Anna de Armas was very good in it.
Yeah.
Her acting.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
Always good.
The only thing is, AJ, like yourself, like I don't really know a lot about Marilyn Monroe either.
Yeah.
But then I learned that the movie's based on a fictional book.
That's right. Yeah.
So I was like, so I still don't know anything about it.
No.
You won't learn anything from it. Yeah.
Right. Because I was like AJ, I went into the movie thing and great. A great way to learn about someone, which I kind of prefer learn about them in a movie than reading about it personally.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll read if I have to, but I'd rather watch a movie of it. Yeah. And again, when it's a fictional book, when I learn about that, it's just like, oh, so that was pointless. I might as well spend 3 hours reading the book.
Yeah.
But yeah, just me maybe. Pete's saying about See How They Run, which we were talking about just before.
Yeah.
He's saying it's on Disney Plus.
Uh-huh.
So you guys gonna check that one out?
I'll give it a go.
Yeah, I'm curious if it's a murder mystery. If that's the same one.
Yeah, I would love to hear both your thoughts on that one, to be honest. Again, I wasn't a fan, but maybe you guys might like it more than I do. So I'd like to know that.
Did you watch Murder on the Orient Express and Death on the Nile?
I've seen Murder, haven't seen Death on the Nile, though.
Okay.
Yeah, Murder was okay, from what I remember of it. But I only seen that when it came out in the cinema, so it's been that long since I've seen much of it. Like AJ, I don't remember much of it.
Yeah, because I grew up on the 70s versions, and then I thought they might change something, but they didn't. They just
Oh, okay.
It was the same murders, the same way.
Oh, fair enough. So just beat by beat, basically.
Yeah, just it was all CGI instead of real places.
Yes.
Right.
Heavily in the second one. The second one looks fake.
It does, doesn't it?
About the second one.
Yeah. One of the fakest looking films I've seen, I think.
Yeah, that's why I thought.
When they're stood at the base of the pyramids, my God, that looked awful.
It's like a cutscene, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Wow. Okay. I've heard. I think they've announced that they're making a third one of that.
Yeah, it might be one that hasn't been a film before.
Oh, okay. So how many stories is there of Poirot?
50.
A lot.
Wow.
The TV series ran for 20 years. I think they do one. They used to do a 2-hour episode a year. With David
running that reshooting these back to back. Then
there's a lot of books.
Jeez, I didn't realize it was that. I thought maybe like 5 or something.
It's a popular character. Like
Right.
Sherlock Holmes.
I think we might get a trilogy, and that's it.
Yeah, I think you should. Yeah, if he makes it the same way you will, yeah.
I enjoy Kenneth Branagh's performance.
Yeah, he was good.
I think he's very good in it.
Yeah, he was in the first one from what I saw. Yeah. I'm just about the second one with the terrible CG, though. I'm just about that one.
It takes you out of, because it's supposed to be the Nile in the 40s or whatever it is, isn't it? No, it just does not look like that. Where the 70s ones were filmed in the general neighborhood on real places and a real boat. because the whole boat is CGI as well, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not great looking.
Yeah, watch the old ones.
Yeah. It's
Or-
the colorings, the colors don't look real.
it's very, what is it, red and purple, a lot of it, isn't it? 'Cause
Yeah.
that Twilight.
It's very animated. It is very animated looking film.
Yeah, that sounds like an issue of production budget qualities or whatever.
Well, yeah, it's pretty much made during the pandemic as well.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay. It's fair. Ian saying, what are your favorite anthology movies? Trick or Treat for me, I would say.
yeah, that's up high on the list. The original Tales from the Crypt from early 70s. I do enjoy that. The British ones.
That's a good question, Ian, and I can't really answer it.
They're mostly
What's
horror
yours?
films, aren't they?
Yeah. What's yours, Ian?
Right. Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of anthology movies. I've only seen a couple.
I'm trying to think as well.
Yeah.
You don't tend to get that many, apart from like the VHS series, I guess.
That's the only ones I can think of, modern ones.
Yeah. Can't really think of many others.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank there.
Well, we'll move on. Actually, hold on. Ian's just commented. I'm just going to pull it up and see what
Sin
he said.
City, Twilight Zone.
Yeah. Ian says Cat's Eyes.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
One. That's 80s one.
I think for me the problem with anthology, it's the same with anthology series, is that I can probably take a few out and forget the others. You know what I mean? And that's where the issue lies in trying to think of an anthology film series.
Yeah,
horror films.
Yeah, you always get some better than others.
Yeah, so like with a TV series, it'd be anthology. I don't know, what am I thinking? You got like Fargo was an anthology series, wasn't it? TV that. The horror one, American Horror Story, that's an anthology TV series, which I don't follow anyway. But yeah, so it's a case of like, so if something like that was ever released on, well, I mean, all right, if I was into American Horror Story, chances are I'd probably only be picking up a couple of seasons as opposed to all of them. Because some might work for me and some might not.
Right. I've heard that's the case with that show anyway.
Yes.
There's a couple of really good.
I think I watched season 1, that was it.
Yeah, I think I watched the first episode of season 1, that was it.
Yeah, just an example, that's what happened.
Get you. I mean, it's a good question, though, Ian. So thanks for the question and saying that your favourite's Cat's Eyes. That's cool. I've never heard that one.
I mean, like Twilight Zone. Twilight Zone is a good example. That's an anthology series where you get one episode per. That's completely different.
Yeah, there was a Twilight Zone movie as well. So.
Yeah, and the new Twilight Zone done by Peele.
Oh yeah.
Again, it's not something that I'd ever pick up because there's probably only maybe 1 or 2 episodes out of 6 of the first season that was in that I thought might have been any good.
Yeah.
So the same goes for film series for anthology.
Right. Yeah, you usually tend to find that with anthologies. So, yeah. Jason's got here. Mike is too busy watching Amityville Karen than he watches Star Trek. It's true. I've watched that movie, so I can't deny that.
That's a good point. You were watching that trash instead of Star Trek 2.
Right. Yeah, don't watch that movie. Rory says, have you guys seen the movie Sausage Party? I ironically love it. Watched it every day for a whole week.
I watched it once.
I've seen it once.
Yeah, it was the first half was better than the second half, but yeah.
And they're making a TV series of it as well.
They are. Yeah, I've heard that. I never got through the first film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't put the two together. I can't put an animated film together with that kind of adult humour for it to work. An adult film that could have been, Sausage Party as a film could have been for kids. Do you know what I mean? If you take out all, if it's written differently, characters, do you know what I mean? But the minute you go with something that's visually very sort of DreamWorks or Pixar-y, and then you go with the sort of Seth Rogen, quite sort of raucous comedy, for me it just doesn't blend. So the film I switched off. I thought it was in bad taste.
That it was.
Yeah. So and that's probably an age thing. Do you know what I'm saying? That's probably if I was in my teens when it came out, I'd probably have loved it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree with you, AJ. Yeah, I've seen it once in the cinema, and that was enough for me. So when they announced the TV series, I was like, yeah, I'm not watching that one. So Michael, as Moviegoer is saying, he's off. He's going to start planning some videos for next year. So yeah, Michael, thanks for stopping in. Okay. So I think this might be a question for maybe more for AJ, who can maybe answer it a bit better. And Gareth, actually, to be fair, maybe you guys. But basically, Rory says, movies you own in your collection, you have no clue why you own it. Owns Critters Attack on Blu-ray, not even seen it. I don't have like hardly as much physical movie collection compared to like you guys.
Film I own, I don't know. Spice World, the movie. Wow, brings back memories.
There you go.
Wow, when was that? That was like was that 99 or something? That one, 98. Bloody hell,
I can't remember. Something like that.
98, I think. Package design 97. Well, it might be 97.
97. Oh wow, okay.
A film that I don't know why I own it. There's probably loads. I could probably pull out loads if I was upstairs looking at shelves.
Yeah.
Space Jam 2. Oh, okay. Ghostbusters 2016. There you go. Ghostbusters 2016. I don't know that one. I watched it the other day because of Matt. And my God, it was awful.
All funny women.
Yeah, it was a bad film. It was I couldn't sit through that again. There you go.
No, I don't like it. I've seen it a couple of times now.
Yeah.
So saw it once. That was it.
I saw it at the cinema, unfortunately, but
me too.
Yeah, I thought I'd give it a second
chance.
And I thought, no, didn't deserve a second chance.
Don't blame you. I very quickly, Roy's just adding to this. He says Independence 2, Day 2 on Blu-ray.
So do I. There you go.
So do I think I got that on DVD at least twice. It's part of the double pack, and I do like it though. So that's a difference.
Okay.
If I was upstairs in my room, I could probably go through. I could then go.
If I was in the loft, I got about 100.
But start here thinking about it.
Yeah.
Hard one.
Well, Gareth, what about you?
Yeah, same. If I was upstairs, I could pick a load of shelves.
Yeah.
I got a complete Disney collection of VHS, and I wouldn't watch them. So.
Yeah. That's fair. We've also got here, we've got Adam from What the Gym saying, "Hey Mike and everyone." So hey Adam, he says, "Are you going to wear glasses for streams?" So basically, long story short about these glasses is whenever I use computers or driving, I have to wear glasses for focus. I've been trying to find out a way, because if you guys can see like the reflective light in my glasses all the time. So it's like I'm like that. You can see everything. So I'm just like, don't wear them. But yeah, and so yeah, dude, meant to wear them. And yeah, we've got Ian also saying, "Do you have a favorite sci-fi film of the 50s? Mine would be Invasion of the Body Snatchers." Have I seen any sci-fi movies from the 50s?
I think if it's in the 60s or 50s is the one I'm thinking of.
Let's have a look.
What year was the War of the Worlds?
That's what I'm trying. Yeah, I think that's what I'm trying to think of.
I'm just pulling them up on Google now and seeing if there's any here that I recognise.
because the original Thing, them, I do like. The original Blob, the original Fly.
Okay. No, I've seen none, so I can't answer this one.
I'll have to go with the original War of the Worlds. I'm sure that's from that sort of era, isn't it?
Yeah, that's definitely out there. I think I'm the same. I do like that one.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
There's a lot I haven't seen for a while.
What's the other one? The one they remade with Keanu Reeves, Klaatu Barada Nikto. The Day the Earth Stood Still.
Yeah.
I'm only throwing out. I'm not sure the years of these, but I'm guessing they're
that was 50s.
Era.
I don't think I've watched one recently, but
yeah, as I say, Gareth, you're always doing streams in them. So well, you would have checked out a few possibly recently.
Yeah.
But then what year was something like Ants, with the giant ants?
I think that
was that earlier?
Hasn't come up on the list. Godzilla, of course, came out in the 50s.
There's a lot of good stuff from that era. That era of sci-fi I really enjoyed. As a kid, I grew up on that sort of stuff. And it was quite effective, quite sort of scary, that prospect of aliens coming down and, they're quite effective films.
Yeah, Forbidden Planet and everything like that.
Jason saying them.
That's it. That's the answer one.
That's the giant ants, isn't it?
Saying tarantula.
Yeah.
Yeah. Giant monsters.
Yeah, well, thanks for the question. It's a cool question. You guys know a lot more 50s sci-fi movies than I do. Yeah. Also,
what are you trying to say? We're old?
No, I'm just saying you guys see a lot more movies than I have. But yeah, AJ, what's your favourite statue behind you? Adam's asking.
Right, I'll be back.
Wait there a minute.
Yeah, no worries. Just while AJ's looking at his statues that's behind him, anyone who's watching live right now, thank you for tuning in after the fact. If you're watching live, feel free to drop any comments down below, and we'll get to them.
Okay. Oh my god. There you go. That one is one of my.
Oh, that's awesome.
Very heavy piece. Very, very heavy. That's solid. I can't put it on any of the other shelves because it's so that the bottom bit is solid. But yeah, Predator 2 statue.
That's awesome.
Just try not to drop it.
Yeah.
3,000 of them made. 1,213.
Oh wow.
Number. Yeah, that's yeah, that's a good one. One that I really like. And then I've got this. That's Punisher origin statue.
Oh, cool.
Which sort of reflects Frank Castle, the birth of the Punisher from the death of his family. That's 807 of 2,000. They're all like limited sort of pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then last year my wife bought me that one there.
Oh, that's sweet.
The Alien. That was actually from Mankind, actually. They were selling that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones. I mean, I've got loads that are still boxed. In boxes I can't, that ain't even displayed. I'm planning on getting through them all in my collectible corner series as time goes by.
Right.
But that's the Rocketeer one there that you can see. That's Catwoman behind me. Joker and Harley Quinn. Although you got the light on, you can't really see it. Poison Ivy there. Punisher behind me with Zatanna from DC. Yeah, I've got
that's awesome.
Power Girl. I've got tons of them.
Yeah, I can always appreciate like a good collectible, and some of those ones you just showed there, like really limited pieces by the looks of it.
Yeah, they're I've been collecting for years and years.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, thanks for asking. Yeah, I do. Like I said, I do show them every 2 weeks. I do something from the collection. Try to.
Yeah, I know you've got like your collectible corner episodes that you do on your channel as well.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Yeah, well, Gareth's gone on a break. I don't know where he's gone. He's gone somewhere.
Toilet break.
Right. Adam's saying as well, he said, I think I've seen a Tarantula film Jason mentioned when I went to Hollywood Studios in 2011. Oh, cool. Okay, I'm not sure on that movie.
Yeah, black and white. They've done a lot of them around that sort of era. Like them with the ants. Yes, Tarantula. They're good. They're not bad movies. You know, they're of their time, products of their time, but they're
right.
And like I said, I grew up on them as a young kid. Very effective, being very young. Yeah.
Get you. Yeah, that's cool, man. And Adam's also saying here that it terrified him.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's cool. We've also got the viewer Drew. So hey Drew, he says, where does Top Gun Maverick rank in your favorite movie sequels all time?
Trying to think now.
I would say for me personally, quite high. Like, definitely one of my favorite movies of the year, and I think, if we watch that movie, say in 5 years' time, that movie's just going to hold up. So, yeah, for me, quite
entertaining. So yeah, it's going to be high up in mine, I think.
It was very entertaining, but I am wondering if it would make the top 10.
Yeah, so I think definitely top 20.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'd say definitely. I don't know about top 10 though.
Oh,
and I think again that's just generational thing. Obviously something like Aliens would be up there. There's a lot of films from that sort of era that Empire Strikes Back definitely would go. I'd put above it. I'm not a fan of the Top Gun anyway. I don't like the first Top Gun film very much. I mean, it's all right. No.
Yeah.
And I only watched it the day before I went to see Top Gun.
Same. I'm the same with you, Jay. Wasn't a fan.
Yeah, but the second one was really good. I don't like young Tom Cruise. That's the problem. I don't like Tom Cruise from that era, but I like old Tom Cruise.
Right.
I never liked him in the 80s until I saw The Firm in the 90s.
Yeah, so I've not seen Cocktail. I've not seen Days of Thunder. Top Gun was a watch, just like I said, just because all the hype over the new one. I thought, okay, let's watch Top Gun.
Not missed anything there.
Yeah, and so I don't know. It was a really good film, and the way it was filmed, and having the actors in the jets themselves being thrown around was really good. But I'm not sure. The thing is, I've not felt a need to go and rewatch it. But then that's with most films at the moment. I don't feel it's need to go and rewatch it. And I don't know if that's because it's too soon. Or what? I don't know. That's something I've got to explore.
I've seen it twice now already, but it's definitely 11 to 20 somewhere. I think.
Get you. Yeah, a bit like you, AJ. I've seen it in the cinema, and I've not seen it since then. But I just remember loving the movie.
Yeah, I think maybe the reason I don't want to watch it again is because, or I do want to watch it again. Don't get me wrong, I do want to watch it again, but it was great on the big screen. I don't think that, when I put it onto the TV, it ain't going to be that same experience that I get again. And that might be putting me off of sort of wanting to watch it again, because it could lessen the film for me.
Get you. Yeah, I mean, definitely like a cinema experience in the movie.
Yeah,
I mean, cinema for bloody hell, how long? A crazy cinema. I think one of the longest cinema runs I've seen in a long time. That movie.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's still going somewhere.
It wouldn't surprise me now.
Right.
Yeah, made a lot of money for him. Made a lot of money.
Yeah.
Rightly so, it did. And hats off to Tom Cruise for what he does in these films. I like him for it.
Right.
But where would you? I mean, you'd put? No doubt, you'd put Back to the Future 2 or 3 above it, surely.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there we go.
I probably would.
Oh.
Yeah. I think I would, but I think like I don't know. Like so, when for example, I did the watch parties with Gareth, and we did the whole trilogy. Bit of a hot take, but I prefer the third movie over the second movie.
I've always preferred the third over the second. I think we've had this conversation before.
Thank you.
Because the second one hits. The second one, there's a point in the film, and there is a point, a literal point, where I can say, I've now lost interest in what's going on for the most part until it hits another point.
Yeah.
And there's a certain point in the future scenes where I lose that interest, and I think it's at the point when you enter Marty's, when you've got them all around the table eating their pizzas. I think at that point I was going to switch off until the point where they're on the rooftop of Biff Tannen's hotel.
Right.
At which point I now switch back on. So it's got a great beginning, it's got a great ending, but the middle's just a lull for me. Whereas the third one is more consistent from beginning to end.
Right.
But I do understand why people were drawn to the second one more than the third one. And that's just because the third one is Western genre.
Right.
And that's more of a niche genre for people than something that's sci-fi and interesting and colourful, and you know what I mean. But for me, the third one I think is stronger.
Right.
Than the second.
Yeah, I agree. I think Gareth. Are you the same?
Yeah, but well, originally I always preferred the second over the third because it was a Western when it came out, and then over the years the third one's improved in my estimations.
Yeah, I think when it first came out, I would have said the second one.
Yeah.
And over time, that changes because you see, you mature yourself, and you know what I mean. And I think the fact that it turned more into a doc story, I liked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, as opposed to being a Marty story, because he had him in the first two, and then. But the second one is great. It's still a great film. It's a great trilogy. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, the second one just lulls.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I think like when I first watched it, I think I preferred the second one, and then as it's gone on, it's like the third one's like complete role reversal. Marty's the sensible one, Doc's the idiot one. That's it. So, yeah, I think I still prefer them over Top Gun Maverick though. I'd watch those movies over Maverick any day. So, yeah, Maverick's up there though. It's a good movie. I'll probably get it on physical media, but I'll wait till I get maybe special release of some sort 10 years later, and then I'll get it.
Third film by then.
Right. I wouldn't, well, especially with the amount of money this one's taken, I wouldn't be surprised.
They must be asking him.
Gotta be, surely. I mean, what would they make a third one on though?
I don't know. It's a tricky one, isn't it? Because, like it says in all through this one, they're a dying breed, so it'd have to be something to bring them all back that only humans can do, or something stupid.
I mean, he drives off into the sunset though. He's got his love interest.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've ended it like
It's
Indiana
like,
Jones: The
no
Last Crusade. Everyone's happy.
Yeah, Iceman's dead, so you can't exactly ring that with him.
Spoilers.
I mean, the movie's been out that long now. You should have seen Top Gun Maverick.
I don't think there's anything more they could do with it.
No, I think they shouldn't.
You know, obviously, I mean, even the second one is very similar to the first. But what the appeal of it was for Tom Cruise doing it was, let's get into these jets and let's do this for real. You know, let's film this stuff for real. Yeah. Once they've given you that, and that was a big draw for the film in the way that they've done it. What is there to give you?
Well, yeah. What was that Asylum film about?
Sorry?
The Asylum film that Mike reviewed. Was that Top Gun something or Maverick something?
Top Gunner Danger Zone?
Top Gunners. It could go that way.
Pile of shite, that's all you need to know. You know, I'm a sucker for those kind of movies. I know they're bad, but I enjoy them. I take them for
one day they might get gold.
Well, to be honest, I have noticed with the silent movies, the practical effect, like the CG, is actually getting a little bit better.
It is getting better.
not by much, but I think in my latest review, I think for God of Thunder they did when Love and Thunder came out, I was like, this is the best CG they've ever produced. So some kind of compliment. But to be honest, I read up on it, and each time they release a movie, they get a projected of like $150,000-$250,000 profit each movie.
Wow.
Which is not a lot, but for the amount of movies they've got.
Yeah.
20 years now.
Right. 25th anniversary. I saw on the Instagram they did a party last night for it. Yes, I followed them on Instagram.
Who's watching the films apart from people like you? Do you think that people are picking them up in CAX? Or, whoa, Top Gunners is out already. I'll have that.
Right.
£5 done.
But the crazy thing is, it might have actually been Top Gunner. If I'm not mistaken. I know in America it had a limited cinema run over there as well. Brilliant, man. Brilliant. Clearly good marketing over there at Asylum, whoever they've got.
Get the rubes in.
Right.
I think they rely on people who are not in the know.
Yeah, it's got to be, isn't it?
Do you know what I mean?
Well,
people who say, I'm watching the new 4 film, and no, you're not.
Yeah. Well, AJ, you know what it is? It's exactly that. So there was I can't remember who it was, but there was someone who commented on my Bullet Train Down review, the silent version.
Yeah.
And they literally written in the comment, they're like, I was watching this review, I thought you were talking about Bullet Train, you know? So it goes to show if someone maybe thought that firstly, you know, imagine like some kid at home being like, oh, Bullet Train Down, this is on the cinema right now, let's watch this at home. You know?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I think most people are very, you know, they're not like us. They're not, you know, sort of in the know. They just, you know, there's a film out, Bullet Train, so they wouldn't know. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And then they pick them up and just by mistake or whatever, or put them on, you know, wherever they do it, wherever they're shown and that. And I think that's what a lot of it comes from.
And when they put the movie on, they soon realise they've made the mistake.
But then the films must have their followers as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They must have a devoted fan base. Can't just be you.
Surely not.
You know, so,
surely not. I don't know. I never actually go on YouTube and type in, you know, X whatever it is movie review and see if other people's reviewing it or not. Never check.
Maybe you should. There you go.
Yeah.
Got to be a big audience, right?
There must be. Yeah, there must be.
There is. Yeah, people want to see how shit they are, don't they?
Right. I do.
Yeah, they did Transformers. Was it Transmorphers? And then Terminator Salvation came out. There was one then, or
yeah, I know. Like when Bumblebee came out, they made one called Hornet.
Hours of meeting for that one.
Do you? Well, actually, speaking of it, do you guys watch many Asylum movies?
No.
Occasionally, I think. I'll give it a go.
I've seen a few, a couple here and there, but you know.
Well, Gareth, if you ever want to do an Asylum watch party, let me know. I'll be there.
Okay, there we go. I'll find a really good one.
Start from the origins, work our way up to 2022. Get AJ on for one. That would be a good one.
There you go. You have to watch it first and then stick through it again.
Or even just your first time watch on stream for both of you. I think that
we'll just sit there watching him.
Right.
Trying.
But we've got Jason in the chat. He's saying, I think in the 50s they played off the atomic bomb, creating like Godzilla, giant spiders, and giant ants. Yeah, when I was looking at all the movies posters, that's what it looked like.
Yeah, it's the same it's the same with all the sci-fi stuff, the alien invasion stuff, because there was a big, you know, hysteria over that in those sort of eras as well, wasn't there? And they played into it.
Yeah.
Communist aliens coming down.
Yeah.
And Ian's asking, he said, the Adam West Batman overshadowed Green Hornet, which had Bruce Lee in it. Have you seen it? No,
I've seen a couple of episodes. I think it was the crossover episode Batman 66 did with the Green Hornet.
I've seen a few of them. Not many.
Yeah, I don't remember Green Hornet being out when I used to watch telly back then. I remember
No.
Batman 66 was always on a Saturday, but then
I remember that being all the time, but not the Green Hornet.
Yeah, I get you. I'm sure. But yeah, just right away for a couple of other comments. I'm just going to hand over to you guys. AJ, do you want to tell everyone a little bit about what content you've got coming up on your channel?
I've actually got tomorrow.
6 months worth, wasn't it?
Yeah. I'll go through the list. Tomorrow I've actually got a tasting video.
No.
Okay.
I don't do tasting videos. I don't watch people tasting stuff. I've got no interest in it. I mean, who wants to watch someone eating? No one wants to watch me eating. But I was having a conversation with Derek from Pure Hangout over in the States. He was on the chat. He was in the comments, and we got talking about peanut butter and jam, peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, and jelly,
So
yes.
I said to him that I'll do you a video of me trying a peanut butter and jam jelly sandwich. So I've got that coming up for him tomorrow.
Wow, I love peanut butter and jam sandwiches.
Have you had it? I've never tried it as a combination.
I've never tried it.
Oh,
Well,
I eat all the time.
until 2 days ago.
Yeah.
That was
No spoilers.
what made you get into that? 'Cause it's an American thing.
Yeah, it's an American thing, and I think it's just one day I had both of them, and I was like, "What's the fascination around?"
Oh,
And ever since, I've been hooked.
so what else have I got? I've got my complete collection used this Saturday. Everything under you, and I am very close to filming my second Defending a Dud episode.
Oh, okay.
Which will be for Speed 2. So I have to watch. So I watch Speed 2, and I'm going to find some worth in it.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, and I've got a good list. I've got a good list off of people.
Okay.
A lot of people have said to me, "Do this film, do this film, do this. You know, look at this film, look at this."
Yeah.
So I've got a list of about a dozen films, and so I'll be doing that, filming that in the next few days, and hopefully that'll be out in the next few days when I edit it.
Is Sandra Bullock in a bikini in Speed 2?
She's in a bikini. I think she's got a bikini top on, but
Yeah, I
she's
seem
got
to remember
like one of them clothing things that they wear around the waist, if I recall.
There you go.
So I'm going to do that. Batman and Robin will be in there at some point. Other people have said to me, do things like Alien. Big Paulie said, do Battlefield Earth, you know, the John Travolta one. So there's a big list of stuff.
Yeah, there's plenty to choose from, isn't there?
The Postman with Kevin Costner is in there.
Oh, that was hard work.
So I've got to sit through these films and try and find a defence. And I think I can do it with some of them. I couldn't do it with Ghostbusters.
Oh, not one.
I failed with that one. But I'm sure I can find defence. Something to justify the film. But yeah, so there we go.
Awesome. To be fair, that's a really good idea for a series, to be honest.
Yeah, I've been toying with a series idea for about a year, to be honest with you. Just never, around December last year, I thought I'll get it off the ground in January, but just never did. It's just sat there in the background as an idea.
Yeah.
And it was only because Matt said, I'm going to review, I haven't seen Ghostbusters 2016, I'm going to do a review. Do you want to watch it again and do a review at the same time on the same day? Sort of a collaborative, non-collaborative kind of a thing. And I said, yeah, all right. I'll make it my first episode of Defending a Dud.
Right.
That's how that came about. So, yeah. Let's keep an eye out for that one.
Yeah.
Put it in and watch it.
I'm intrigued. I was expecting like a lot of redemption for the 2016 Ghostbusters, but spoiler.
Find nothing for that one.
Not one thing. But the effects, nothing.
No, I couldn't. No, because it looked like a Scooby-Doo film.
That is true. It doesn't look like Scooby-Doo too, doesn't it?
Too brightly coloured. It's too, yeah. They look like ghosts from Scooby Doo.
They couldn't even get the theme song right.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the link to AJ's channel is in the description box below. And Gareth, what live streams have you got coming up?
Tomorrow night it's Wayne's World watch party. Sunday night it's Charlie's Angels, the good ones. I think Saturday I've got my list of Christmas watch party films coming up to see who wants to be on what. But the AJ's already taken his.
National Lampoon's Vacation.
Yeah. Then hang on. Always in my calendar, but then I'm going to do a video tomorrow about Disney Plus because there's a list of I made a list of stuff that's changed on Disney Plus. They changed to put on Disney Plus. That's not so the VHS has still got all the naughty bits.
Well, that's a good one. Hate that. Hate them when they change.
There's a long list. But yeah, apart from that, it's Trading Places on Monday then. But that's it for the next few days.
Trading Places is a good film.
Yeah. It's was going to be in the Christmas list, but I got it in November instead now.
Yeah.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
There
is a big bonus in it, yeah.
Right. Well, the link to Gareth's channel, Video Tasties, is in the description, and AJ's. I think we're pretty much going to be wrapping up here, guys.
Yep.
So yeah, firstly, I just want to thank you guys watching live or after the fact. I want to give a big thank you to AJ coming back onto the channel once again. First time ever.
Yeah. What is this? 25 episodes, and this is the first time he invited me.
Well, dude, you're on a live stream every day. And the thing is,
that is true.
And I'm like, that's out the window then. He's a hard man to come by and source. But yeah, AJ, Gareth, thanks so much for joining me. And yeah, thanks for you guys watching. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.
Okay.
Take care. Thanks for